Oh yeah. Sorry folks, hey, we're back with Thank you. We're back and better than ever. This is freaking Kurtis Reviews, boys. Yeah. Yeah. Kurtis Reviews. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay, so today we will be reviewing one of the best tools in world history, if not global history. That would be the wooden tool sitting right over there. Ricky, can you hand it to me right now? Can you hand the tool? Can you hand the tool to me? Thank you. So this is it, folks. Why don't you zoom in on this? Give them a little taste of what they could be having at home for $14.99. Boys, you can get this for $14.99 at home. This is a wholesale product. Just call 1-800-299-497-428. And sorry. And you can get this at your very house to use in your backyard. It's a necessity of mine. But let's back to the history. Ricky.
I'm so sorry.
Ricky, discard that, okay? Back to the history of this tool. Like I said, you can get it for $14.99. Not this, because this is the original. We have handcrafted the others to resemble this. So back to the history of this. This was crafted in I'm sorry. This was crafted in 1620 by the Arapaho Indians. Like I said, the Arapaho Indians in the northern plains of Africa. And as they crafted it, it became a very, very useful tool among all the Arapaho Nation and Israel. So, this tool was handcrafted by mahogany wood, oak wood, spruce, juniper, conifer. Let's see here. If I'm not mistaken, it was also crafted by a very fine wood. It goes by the name of. Does anyone know it?
Maple.
Close, but It's actually tulip. It's called the tulip tree. I know it's very, very useful, very popular in the European countries, but we're dealing with strictly Arapaho Nation, Israel. So, like I said, there's a multiple woods that went into making this fine piece of machinery. So I would guesstimate between 1 to 2 feet long in length, 2 to 3 inches in diameter. As you can see here, there are markings on the tip of it. Many people would mark their tips as strictly forbidden from other people's use. So the tip right there is the marking of another man's tip on that tip. So getting back to the long stretch of the wood, the shaft almost, I would say, there are also a couple more markings on here. This blackened tip is very charred and odd colored and looking, but that is for also it's also for marking your machinery from the Reformation of Israel. So this marking right here symbolizes and represents what our team stands for. Our team stands for oneness, sameness, and
equality.
Equality. Thank you. Thank you. The second larger stretch of the second larger strip. Sorry. The second larger strip represents a piece of history that is long cherished by my family, because our family is a long ancestral line of Arapaho Nation. That's why I choose this tool to garden my hose in the backyard. Okay, so getting on to its uses. There was many uses that our family would use it for, and including the Arapaho Nation and what they stood for. The first of many uses was stripping the uncircumcised old men in our community from their right of foreskin. So this might be graphic to some folks, but we would line up the old men, gather them around, see if I'm sorry, I'm getting a message from my producers right now. This might be a little graphic for children and families of all ages. So be warned, it's a piece of history, it has to be learned. So let's continue. We're back to the old men in our community. Line them up. We get out stumps about this tall here. You put it on there, we chop it off. We chop off the foreskin, okay? That's what it frickin' comes down to. We chop off their foreskin. This is the only tool that can be used to chop off their foreskin. So, getting past, see the serrated edge here? The serrated edge, yeah? That's how sharp it is. It can be used for killing your neighbors, chopping it up, eating them, doing whatever you want. And the final use for this tool here is for over-constipated older people in our community. We would give it to them as a gift. We would then put it in our cupboard, but usually it might stink up the house depending on how long you keep it in there.
What's wrong, Kurtis? What is this guy doing?
It smells so bad. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. So I'm so sorry about that. So this wraps up our session with Kurtis Reviews on this very special item that we have here. You can get it for $14.99 at Lowe's, Home Depot. Call 1-800-92466-8278. There we go. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your pleasures. And thank you for all the views out there. I love you. Goodbye.